is Karla. She fell in love with Angel.
People judge our relationship because my partner has a disability and I don't. I obviously knew it wasn't gonna be like any other couple. He does need help, so I do have to help him. You're for sure cheating, like I don't care what no one says.
People say that she's only with me for the disability checks.
Joey's my sister-in-law is coming over to just have a little discussion about how she sees our relationship.
I know both of them are into like content creating, so I'm like, maybe this is something that's just to help them both out.
You ready? We have to get ready for the day.
I'm Angel, I'm 18 years old and I'm a content creator.
How'd you sleep?
Bad.
Why?
I had a nightmare.
I'm Karla, I'm 20 years old and I'm dating Angel.
Can you tell us the name of the condition that you have?
It's called osteoporosis and it is based on the joints of my hands and in my legs and also on my hips. Don't have enough strength to lift up my whole body by myself. We first met through social media. We started talking after I started noticing that she would like my stories on Facebook. And I was like, well, she's really pretty. So I decided to text her.
I knew like some way or another, I had to make it work. Like I really liked him.
5 months in, she started coming over, started seeing what my mom was doing. So she was kind enough to start helping out.
I obviously knew it wasn't gonna be like any other couple. He does need help, so I do have to help him. But he did tell me from the start, you're kind of signing up for like helping me.
Because I didn't want her to feel trapped.
Is that good for you to step on it?
I love her, Mom.
I'll get him out of bed, put his clothes on, get him dressed. And then we just head to doing his skincare, brushing his teeth. If his phone drops, I have to pick it up. Or if he wants a cup of water, I have to come in, give him water. I grew up with like 2 younger sisters who were deaf. I feel like I've always had that caregiving mindset, and it was never like, oh my gosh, like I don't want to do this. It was more like, I'm like happy to help out, like just let me know what you need.
New Year's of 2023, we decided to take this New Year's picture of us kissing, and I posted it to my Snapchat. And then that's where like all my friends, they were like, oh, Angel has a girl. I always knew I wanted to be like a content creator. So when TikTok came around and I started seeing people blowing up, I was like, I could do this. And I knew my wheelchair would like catch people's attention. I do a lot of skits of me and her. I ended up posting a video about her and me because she would always say like, oh, you don't post me on your social media. And that video actually ended up getting like 2 million likes. It was like my most liked video.
At first it was very intimidating. I still do get kind of like shy in public, but he's always kind of telling me, don't be shy, like we don't even know these people. Comments we receive are mainly like, oh, she's just doing it for the money. How much are his parents paying her? You're for sure cheating, like I don't care what no one says. And then obviously more intimate comments where they're asking a little bit too much. Like, why do people like have that in their mind to even like put out in the public?
Someone was like, how down bad does a girl have to be? And I was like, to date you. And my comment ended up getting more likes than his. So it's kind of ironic, I guess. People say that she's only with me for the disability checks or the parking spots.
We don't even receive disability checks. Like we've never received a check before. Somebody wrote this whole paragraph saying like, I would really like sit down and think about what you're doing, because who wants to like live their whole life with someone who can't like do anything? We're kind of doing it the same way, right? Like
yeah.
With the lamp with the cookie dough?
Yeah. I've always been judged since like little. Now it doesn't affect me. Neither does the comments, because I know it's people I'm never gonna meet. I know who I am, and obviously I know who my partner is. And as long as it doesn't affect her, it doesn't affect me in any way.
So Joey's my sister-in-law is coming over to just have a little discussion about how she sees our relationship.
We like to bake, so we decided to make her some cookies today.
My name's Joyce. I am Karla's sister-in-law.
Would you like a water, Joyce?
Please and thank you.
Yeah.
I know both of them are into like content creating, so I'm like, maybe is this something that's just to help them both out? I think that was my main concern.
So, like, what did you think when I first started dating Angel? Or, like, when I first brought it up?
I always felt like you were very mature and always very grounded in what you do and people you interact with. But you know, I'm glad he's in the family. You seem very happy.
You know, from, like, my experience, like, I've always had to, like, care for somebody, like, as my family.
Yeah.
And so I feel like with him, it was just like, oh, like, I can help him out.
I know taking care of someone is not easy. The way that she does, and she actually wants to, kind of amazes me, because I feel like I wouldn't do it.
Just take it. You know, we got engaged like in September. We got engaged September of last year, and we really had to think about like our future lives and what we have to do in order to get to that.
I think one thing you guys should experience is living together before you get married. I know that usually it's traditional the opposite way, but I feel like whenever you move in with someone prior, you get to know them a little bit deeper and get to see a side of them that you're not really used to, as well as just make sure your guys' goals down the road are kind of aligned.
Yeah, that is kind of like our goal this year, to be in that place where we're able to live together.
Well, thank you for the cookies.
There's a lot of communication between both of us, and we respect each other's opinion. If we have a problem, we always talk it out.
I consider him normal, but I feel like it works just because we're also so different from everybody else.
The best way to deal with haters, I feel like, don't give them the attention they always want, because that's the only thing they could get from you.
The thing I love most about Angel, he kind of brought a side of me that I feel like I never really was able to have anybody else get from me, just because like he's really funny and like his personality is really just outgoing, just do your thing, don't care about anybody else.
I love how caring she is, and like how she, from the jump, she didn't care that I was in a disability. Like she always says, she sees me like everybody else, and I really love that about her. She has a beautiful soul.